Today's episode, When War Comes Home. I'm your host, Joe Izagari. The American soldier is highly trained, well-equipped, and incredibly capable, making them the most lethal land force in modern history. To quote our former chief of staff, our allies and partners don't want to fight without us, and our adversaries are wise to fear us. We recognize that this profession brings risks, and when that risk becomes reality, it's not just the soldier in a unit who are affected, it's the families. Today, we are joined by two well-known spouse leaders who have led through casualties, Mrs. Ginger Perkins and Mrs. Angel Mangum. If you're part of our military community, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Here we go. Ginger, Angel, it's great to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Now, I know this is a tough topic. We certainly don't want to alarm anybody, especially given global events, but lately I've noticed some apprehension, and it's important to recognize and validate these fears. But I think that the message for any spouse leader who faces war is that you're never alone. And there are many of us who are here to help and support. When the next battle happens, we'll get through this together. Ladies, you offered the following principles. Please share with us.
Angel and I came up with these 4 principles. First is prepare. Second is communicate. Third is ask and delegate. And fourth is take care of self.
Well, what did prepare look like for you guys? I mean, this can be all unsettling.
Yeah. So with prepare, for me, it was build a team, equip a team, and then use the team. So what I mean by build the team is every time we meet spouses, you are putting in deposits into that person or team because eventually there will be a withdrawal. So you want to make sure you have as many deposits in that team or that person. So they're going to be equipped. Equip a team, it's all the classes that ACS or your unit might offer, casualty care classes, just SFRG classes. Use a team is when, unfortunately, when something happens, that's when you're going to have to pull that team together. But it's okay because you know that team. And that team knows their left and right, brothers and sisters. And that team is going to launch ahead and be successful in helping the soldiers and families.
There's so many people that have gone through this beforehand, and so we can always reach out to them as well.
For sure, Joe. What Ginger's just said is how a regular Army unit functions. Is we understand that even in training, there might be an accident. So we have these teams that are being formed, and they're organic to our units. I think you have mentioned to us that there are spouses who haven't seen things like this before organically because they might be National Guard, they might be reserve units that are spread across all these locations. So prepare might look a little different for them. And prepare for them might be just having the number. And that number needs to be for someone at their soldier's unit. The other part about that is that soldier has to provide that information. So hopefully that number gets provided and that family member's number is then shared with the unit as well. That's a big part of preparation for a soldier. And I hope that message gets put out to soldiers now is you're part of that preparation for your family member. And that's to make sure you're connecting. And it leads into that communication part as well.
Yeah, I love that, the communications piece. So that's number 2. Mrs. George, Patty as she likes to be called, stresses the importance of accurate context. How does this principle of communicate fit into this?
As my husband usually says, becoming informed is a proactive sport. So units are very good at providing a rear detachment and making sure the SFRG, that you have a leader in place. And so they are providing all this information out to the unit and to the families. But it is the responsibility of those family members, whether it could be parents, spouses, even children, that they are reaching in, that they need to try to communicate. If they're not getting an email or they're unclear of what is happening, they really need to just reach out to the unit. Don't try to reach to somebody else and ask, oh, I'm hearing this on the news. They need to reach back. And usually the unit is so proactive that they're going to send something out right away if something does happen.
We hope that. We hope that the units have the information, but the communication part starts with the soldier. The soldier has to communicate, has to provide both the number to the unit and to the unit, their family's information. It could be a girlfriend as well. I used to say to company level command teams, spouse teams, have you called the number that you gave?
Yep.
To make sure it works?
It's so
that
funny
someone's
because
answering the phone?
That's been one of the most difficult things, is having our updated rosters. We go to the third one, and that's ask and delegate. The third one has been the hardest for me. What was that like, to ask and delegate?
It's hard for me to ask. And as I got older, I found that sometimes it was okay, one, to say, I don't know, and let me ask somebody.
Yeah.
I never had all the answers, and I got quickly
who does?
Right.
Who does, right?
Yes. And people will look to senior spouses or to spouses who are present. Hey, did you hear this? Do you know this? And it's okay to say no, but I have this number. I have this email. Here's this link, is very helpful. And it will settle the nerves down for everyone to know that, hey, Angel did ask about that and she got a response. So I think I can do that too. It'll be okay if I do it as well. The delegate part, you get to see the strengths. As Ginger had talked about, you make these deposits in. As you make those deposits into your groups, you see strengths. And you see probably some things like you, Joe. You're great at doing these videos. You're great at doing editing.
Thank you.
You start to, you start to rely on, hey, I know that this person is got a couple hours on this day. They can send out a couple of emails for me. You gotta let other people participate so they feel like they're part of the team as well. But I think Ginger's right. As we provide our presence and our knowledge, it can help build the teams, and then the teams can also then form up and get stronger within themselves.
Self-care is the last one we have on the list. I think it goes towards resilience, getting good exercise. Both of you ladies are really into that. Setting boundaries, not taking things personal. What did you guys experience with that?
I fall back on my 4 F's.
Yeah.
As soon as your faith, family, fitness, and friend. You've got to take care of yourself before you can go out and give the rest of the day to everyone else, which you want to do. You do want to help, but you really have to take care of yourself, make sure that you are eating well. Maybe a little less caffeine, maybe not drinking too much.
Don't you say that. That's heresy.
Oh, we love coffee.
That's heresy.
We don't have to have three or 4 cups. 2 cups are good. Making sure you're getting enough sleep. And as when we were talking about the delegation, that it does take a village. So that will help you to be able to do some of these, taking care of yourself. And then always wrapping it up with hope that we know when we're doing all these things that you will be able to get through this together.
All of this can be so unsettling for folks that haven't gone through this. What words of encouragement would you have for these spouse leaders that are emerging in our formations?
Time is going to go by so quickly. Be yourself. Be authentic to yourself. Be present. And give yourself grace.
Definitely enjoy the time. You're humbled and honored to be able to serve. And you're serving the families, you're serving the Army, you're serving America.
Yes.
And embrace the friends that you're going to make, because they're going to be friends for life. And like what Angel said, your presence means so much to them. And sometimes, because they may not live near you or you live town, call, email, text. They don't know that you're thinking of them. But reach out at least once a month to whoever's on your call tree. It makes a difference.
No, it does.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Angel. Grateful for your continued love and support for our families. And folks, there you have it. Please comment below. Would love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it was our pleasure. I love seeing my battle buddy, Angel. And it's great to have you as our host.
You all are wonderful. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thanks for the opportunity, Jim.
Take care. Bye-bye.